Here's the tripod. There's 3 bendable, posable legs. Got it hanging upside down. The backdrop for today's shave. My beautiful bride, our beautiful shepherd, Luna. It's starting to sprinkle. It wasn't supposed to rain until 3. But that's fine. We're Oregonians, and we've learned how the rain drops. Welcome to the official beginning of my first outdoor shave. Today I brought with me one of my favorite homemade shave sticks, Future Fiction. The sticker on the front there is from the shampoo bar. Sticker on the back from the deodorant. And not positive where this one came from. I cut it to shape. It didn't come in that form. And this is F-Bombs by Future Fiction. I thought I'd use it because of the culling. My understanding is we have the 28th to buy more of that. Today's weapon of choice, Shave It Shadow. Amazing medium aggression razor. It feels perfect in the hand, like I was saying to John Bonham, and he agreed that it just feels right. And the blade angle is so intuitive. I'm in love with it. I really am. Give me just a second here. I'm going to wet the face and we'll get going. Got a towel hanging from the tree. Got my water bottle here. Another water bottle for my Sterling. I'm not really going to use it because I'm going to be face lathering today, but I needed somewhere clean to set my bowl, and so I have the travel bowl from Sterling, and I'll be using the F-Bomb Star Jelly for post. So I'm a fan of face lathering, and today I'll be using my other billy goat brush. I have 2 from George. George is in Australia. This is a synthetic knot. I believe this one's called cashmere. I could be wrong, but George makes great brushes, and I wish I could afford more. Let's start. So today we are not far from home. We're at a neighborhood trail, maybe 3-5 miles from our house, and we're actually not too far up the trail. Gone a lot further. You can go for miles and miles. We've actually, I think our longest hike up here is about 3 hours. And that was taking it all the way basically to the end of it. I, for one, don't understand why F-Bombs hasn't been selling well. I love it. I just stocked up with 2 different orders. I used the whole line, the beard balm, beard oil, the DO, the solid. Looks good. I've never done this with a camera before, and I don't have any mirrors, so I'm going to solely be using the phone today. And I got a little messy right here. Just throw that up there where I can get to it. And dip my brush. It is a synthetic. A lot of times I actually do soak the synthetics just because I know it's not really providential. It's just something I do. A habit maybe. So this one here, I'm just getting it wet, picking up a couple of pine needles while I'm at it. The forest will provide. Let's get at it, see what kind of lather I can get going here. Get my water bottle back handy. I'm sure I'm going to need to add more water. So I was saying, we're up here. It's called the Thurston Trail something or other, owned and operated by the city that we live in. The parks, the recreational park program. It's actually a little newer. We've only had it a few years now. And they did a fantastic job with it. One of the best things about living in Western Oregon is We're literally 45 minutes to an hour away from the snow all year round. And we're literally 45 minutes to an hour to the Pacific Ocean. And in between those two places, there are so many outdoor green spaces to recreate, hike, camp, hunt, fish, picnic, get lost in, get away from it all, leave it behind. Might be able to hear our shepherd behind me. I'm hoping she'll be patient with her old man here. Looks all right. Let's give it a go. Not my best lather, maybe a little dry. I'm gonna try not to kill myself and bleed out. I didn't bring any septic gel or a pencil for that matter. I love F-bombs. Everywhere I go, it smells amazing. I don't have Tom Ford's Effin' Fabulous, but I do know a lot of people told me that it smells exactly like it. It just doesn't have the staying power. I do have ombre leather, and I love it. I want to eventually buy one of the smaller bottles of the Effin' Fabulous. I've sampled a whole bunch of Tom Ford stuff now, thanks to my wife. She's actually brought me home a bunch of samples. You get a lot of great feedback. If you like feedback, this razor is not only intuitive, but I love the sound of feedback. And this razor gives you plenty of it. Oh, and I forgot to mention I'm using Perma Sharp Super. Yes, I hear you. We hear you. Hi. Hi, Luna. Luna says hi, everyone. What was I saying, Luna?
Feedback.
Yes. I need to have her around when I'm in the house. So, thank you, baby. Lots of feedback from this razor. I would definitely classify it as medium efficient. I've been trying not to use the word aggressive and cutting it out of my vernacular. Just because it's like Geo Fat Boy said, aggressive and efficient are two different things. And Geo phrased it perfectly. He actually had like the definition with him on hand. Well, I'm definitely going to be trying to use the term efficient versus aggressive. I'm teasing my dog with my water. She wants to play with it. Squirting the water out of my water bottle. Soap's a little wetter now. It got a little bit into the water. It's actually probably about the perfect consistency. So it's definitely medium efficiency. Nice middle of the ground, middle of the road rather, razor. Gillette made the trio back in the day. They were trying to create a razor for every man. That's what ended up leading to the Toggle and the Fat Boy. But I think Benjamin and his dad Phil have done a great job with creating a razor that feels great in the hand. It's extremely well balanced. I got the 4-inch handle. You can easily find the angle. A new wet shaver could pick it up and find the angle in a moment's time. Need to get like a little table thing to bring with me. But I think they've truly done a great job with an everyday, daily driver razor, and it's an affordable price. I believe it was like $65 is what I paid for it, and then with shipping it ended up being, I think, $75 to the door. We've talked about this a little bit before. Ben and his dad started to shave it a few years ago, right as the pandemic was beginning, just before or just after. I'd have to ask him again about that, but a couple of years they've been in business. And I first met Ben because I sold him a Gillette Tech Bakelite handle from the 50s. And that's when I learned that he was doing his company. I won't go over too much of it. I already talked about it before, but Ben's good people. And I'm really excited for him and what the future brings, because they've been making beautiful razors with Mula heads. If you haven't seen them, they have a whole bunch. Of razors that they've been making, but with them, the heads all have Mula heads. They're a partner with Mula, or they've partnered up with Mula somehow. I don't know the details, but you can get the R41, or what is it, the DE89. So you get an aggressive head, or you can get, you know, a mild to medium head. Mula 89, just like the Edwin Jagger and Merkur, in my opinion, are great middle of the road razors. Rain's starting to pick up. I won't need to wet my face too much more. I'll stop walking in between the raindrops. Sounds great though. Can you hear that? I hope it's picking it up. I love the sound of the rain. That's one thing. If you're going to move to Western Oregon or Washington, Northern California for that matter, you got to learn to love the rain, or you're not going to like it here. But because of the abundance of rain, 9 months out of the year, she really wants her dad's attention. Or who are you barking at? She's barking at the woods? Yeah, well, yeah, she's barking at me. Just put the camera back on me, Dad. Luna, say hi to everybody. Good girl. Trick is getting her to be quiet. So yeah, we get plenty of rain here, but because of it, you can't really see it right now because we're still in winter. It's the end of February. Things are starting to bloom. I took a couple of photos and I'll attach them to this video of some things that are in bloom. But thanks to the rain, our green spaces are actually green. Our town is nestled in between two of the most beautiful, awesome rivers. We have the Willamette River on the south side of town, and then to the east and north of us is the McKenzie River. Both cold. All the natural bodies of water in Oregon are cold, with the exception of hot springs. We have a whole bunch of those around. In fact, there's one that'll be on my list of places to shave outdoors, known as Cougar Hot Springs, and it's part of the Cougar Reservoir in the Willamette National Forest. I can't tell you how good it feels to be out here finally making this video after wanting to do it for so long and putting it off and putting it off. As I go along, I'll step up the production quality and bring with me better things. This isn't my first outdoor shave. I've actually done a lot. This is just my first outdoor shave with the camera rolling. I like in the summertime to go out back in our backyard and sit at our picnic table and shave there. But of course there I have a lot more of the conveniences of home. The other day, yesterday's video, I stopped to let a dog in. The dog actually didn't end up coming in. She was just beating on the door with her tail. And I had mentioned that I might edit it out, but I've decided I really don't want to do any editing, and so I left that part of the video in. I'm going to do a couple of cleanups now. As always, have a couple trouble spots right here. It's usually the only place that ever requires a cleanup. So I'm going to try to limit editing to a minimum, at least for now, for a lot of different reasons. One being time and authenticity would be the other two factors. But I do have several reasons why I want to minimize any editing at all. Doing pretty good, 16 minutes here. I wanted to keep it under 20 for my first outdoor shave, and I think by the time I add the videos of where I am and what I'm doing, or pictures even, it'll be at my 20-minute mark. Brought with me just a towel. I'm not going to do any type of actual rinsing off. Just do the old wipe it down. Did a lot better today at not killing myself. Normally I don't get, too many weepers with razors that I'm familiar with. I've used the Shadow now probably 10 times, something like that. I used it a lot here lately, actually. I've been giving Ben a bunch of my feedback, using different blades with it and stuff. And I haven't found a bad blade. I've used a bunch of them. There's only been a couple of blades that I used twice out of the 10 or so times that I've used this razor. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend checking out Ben. They're making a great product at an affordable price. They also have some soaps, and I've only tried the samples of them, but they have Foam, I believe how you pronounce it, and that's a beer soap. Beer is one of the ingredients in it. And then they have another line of soap called Blue. No soap, or no beer in that one. I tried the vanilla bay rum, it is, forgive me. I think that's what it is. And then the blood orange sample, I still haven't used it, but I have taken out part of it and rubbed it between my fingers. And it smells fantastic. And if it performs anything like the Foam Bay Rum vanilla did, it's going to be a banger. And the fragrance, blood orange, says it all. It's a nice, natural smelling orange. It's not overpowering, not over the top. I haven't lathered it yet, and that would be the true test. But between my fingers, it smells great. And the Foam it performed as well as any tier 1 soap on the market today. It really did. The post shave feels amazing. Just got done got done using my post shave balm here, the F-Balm Star Jelly. Fantastic stuff. If you've never tried Star Jelly, what's wrong with you? So that's my first outdoor shave in a nutshell. If you made it this far, I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope to get better at this. I know I'll get better at this and produce some good quality content. My goal is to take people out of their world, bring them into my world, and hopefully in doing so, you can leave some of your cares behind for 15 to 20 minutes. So I might see you during the week with a shower from or shave from the bathroom, and got a couple of places in mind for next weekend. I haven't decided on which one, but see you next week in the woods. Thanks for watching.